Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech along with my co-host Sundar, and welcome to another episode of AshAnswers.
AshAnswers is a show where we answer the questions that you ask on Twitter using the hashtag AshAnswers.
So now without further ado, let's get to them questions.
What do you think of Doogee Mix 4? Just ignore the sliding part, the all-screen front is lit.
It is, it looks nice. The sliding part seems to be a okay-ish compromise because I don't know what they do about the proximity sensor. Because the selfie camera going in, that's fine. Earpiece going in, not comfortable, but okay, kinda. I can see. We have used sliding phones in the past, so it's not a big deal breaker there. But the proximity sensor, that's where the issue lies as far
Maybe
as.
something like slide to answer the call,
Okay.
and then the proximity sensor will be right there. Okay, we need the proximity sensor anyway, even when you're not on a phone call.
So yeah, that's. Anyway, let's see how it works.
Do you think Nokia's current pricing strategy and their smartphones will help them regain top position in the market like how they managed to do so in the past?
See guys, here's the thing. People are currently really pissed off with HMD Global on the pricing, but this is nothing new. Yes, the Nokia 6 when it came to India was cheaper than its launch price in China, but that's because it came to India very late. The same with the Nokia 8 as well. So these phones came to India a long time after the Chinese and the global, or rather Chinese launches, and by that time hardware pricing had dropped and they did manage to bring it cheaper, but the 5 or the 3 were not great deals anyway. So right now if you look at it, HMD Global, I would probably say something like the Nokia 6 2018 for all those people who looked at a Xiaomi phone and went, I don't mind paying a little bit more if there was no flash sale. I don't mind paying a little bit more if this had stock Android. Here you go, they're asking you to pay a little bit more. There are no flash sales, there is no MIUI. That's the answer there.
Okay.
So, the reason why Xiaomi is able to keep those prices is because, well, flash sales, they're able to assess. I mean, they're not spending on marketing a lot. They're able to assess the kind of demand and sell at a low margin at the start, and the amount of curiosity and hype it drives that helps keep the demand going, so that eventually they manage to break even and make profits. But with other brands, they can't really do that. So no flash sales, the prices are going to go up a little bit. And again, with HMD Global here, I'm not really irked with the pricing of the 7 Plus or the 6 2018. They could have been a little more competitive, but the 8 Sirocco, I don't know what they're thinking. Because it feels smooth. I've been using it as my primary for a couple of days. The camera is initial testing. I feel the dynamic range could have been a little better, but then it feels overall the images were quite good. Again, initial impressions I might change when I test it. Right now I'm just doing my day-to-day shots. The interface is fast, snappy. It feels really good in hand. And again, it seems like an answer to all those people who didn't want 18:9. Why aren't brands doing bezel-less on 16:9? This isn't bezel-less, but it's quite close. Very small bezels, and it's got a nice form factor. But then again, 50,000 rupees for a 835, and now I'm not comparing it to just. Okay, that's a little too high, but still, I'm not comparing it to just. I'm talking about the mic. Sorry, guys. I'm not comparing it to a OnePlus or a Xiaomi, but I'm comparing it to a Moto or an LG.
Even Samsung, the S8 must be much lesser than 50k now.
Yeah, so the S8 came with an 835, not in India, but in other markets. So Exynos is equal to an 835 for all intents and purposes. So even Samsung isn't pricing an 835 phone at 50,000 rupees. Now, if you look at LG, when they bought their V30 Plus a little late to India, they launched it around 40ish. And when you look at Moto coming with the Z24s, that again launched at some around the price. So there you go. It feels a little too expensive.
I have a OnePlus 3T. Is it good to switch to Nokia 7 Plus?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
See, the OnePlus 3T is an 821, and the 660 at best is going to be equal
Close
to or
to
a little
an
better or whatever, something like a 821. It's more of a lateral move or a bit of a downgrade or an upgrade, but it's not really doing much for you.
And the 3T's cameras must be better.
It doesn't have a second camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the year?
I can't do much about it.
Is this the year when the lonely 15K to 30K segment gets more exciting with arrival of Honor View 10, Nokia 7 Plus, Asus 5Z, Asus Zenfone 5 and Moto Z series?
You can wish. I don't see the 5Z launching below 30K. I would love for it too.
The Zenfone 5 will be though.
The Zenfone 5 will be. But then if you look at it this year, it's just that whatever was under 20 is going above 20. It's not like they've created a new 20 to 30 segment. It's just what used to be priced at 18, 19 is now 22, 23. Of course, there's a little bit extra, but then it is what it is. And the View 10 was last year's phone, so price cuts, that happens all the time. 7 Plus is, yes, that's one. And Moto's traditionally had something in that segment, right? The Play.
X4, X series.
The Play.
Yeah.
The Z Play and all that in that segment. So yeah, Asus is the new thing. Let's see how that plays out.
Nokia 7 Plus at
Excuse me.
Nokia 7 Plus at 25,999 or Nokia 8 at 27,499.
I'd be tempted to go with the Nokia 8 because, well, the faster chip inside. The 7 Plus
Looks better.
looks better. It's got the 18:9.
18:9 panel and dual cameras.
Dual cameras, yes, but then again, faster chip, longevity. I don't know. It kind of comes down to what you want.
This came with Oreo on board, so it should get one more update than the Nokia 8 will.
Okay, maybe, but then the 8 came with Nougat? I don't remember.
Think so.
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't know. But then again, it's a mid-range chip versus a flagship chip. I'd go with the flagship chip is all.
Hey Ash, are you excited for WrestleMania? If yes, then which match are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, I've just been watching the behind the scenes and all that on WWE.com for the Hall of Fame ceremony. And what am I looking forward to the most? I'm not really, because, well, anybody, guys, go down to the timestamp, skip to the next question if you don't want spoilers or other predictions. A little bit of a smart kind of explanation here. I kind of feel like Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, we know what's going to happen. Dana White's already said Lesnar's coming back to the UFC, so I don't see Lesnar going over. Roman Reigns hit him with 4 freaking Superman punches. They're not going to go down that route if Lesnar's going to win. So I feel Lesnar might not. So not a lot of interest there. And Undertaker versus Cena.
That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, not really. Some kind of a little bit meh this year. Maybe AJ Styles versus Nakamura might be interesting. But let's see.
Why is wireless charging not so popular in India?
It just has more to do with, like, in the US where it is popular, that's because, well, they have a contract system, which means a lot more flagships are sold, and a lot of flagships come with wireless charging. In India, a lot more mid-range phones are being sold, so wireless charging just doesn't get the attention it deserves. And even when like, let's assume, like right now in the office, or let's say back home, like I'm testing a phone, let's say, that has wireless charging. Let's assume I live with my parents and they don't have the latest phones or whatever. Their phones don't have wireless charging. So everybody might not have a phone that has wireless charging. If everyone did, then it's going to be more common to have multiple wireless chargers in the house. So you get into the habit of placing them on a charging pad. But then it's like,
And especially if you go out here in India, it's almost impossible to find a wireless charger. In cafes and stuff, you might find...
Yeah, Starbucks and stuff, I guess you do have that. And again, okay, actually your house makes more sense. What phone does your dad use?
S8 Plus.
S8 Plus.
You don't have a wireless charger though.
And that's how Sundar feels his calls are more important than AshAnswers. Last week it was...
Harris.
You guys know what Harris said. And you guys should watch his upcoming video on Google Home where he has a reply to Harris.
That's your phone.
What?
I think that's your phone.
No.
Must be.
No.
Shahruk's? Amartya's?
I don't know. Anyway, you should watch his upcoming video on Google Home wherein he gets revenge on Harris for what Harris did last week. So this is what Sundar does if he is left unchecked. This is how Harris gets to be poor Harris, poor college Harish, and that is, you guys are seeing it for yourself. I'm not saying much more. So anyway, coming back.
The home video is because of what Harris said.
College Harish. Anyway, so coming back, what phone does your mom use?
S7 Edge.
S7 Edge. Okay, sorry guys, I picked the wrong family. Okay, coming back to a regular household.
We got it from you.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I buy phones for testing. And he paid me not what he should have paid me. But then anyway, coming back. What is the song? So yeah, since phones with wireless charging aren't all that common, it's just not so commonly used in India. But outside, since due to the contract system, a lot more phones get sold. And for me personally, wireless charging isn't very convenient. I like it. I like the fact that it exists. But like in the night, if I put my phone on the charging pad,
you cannot use it.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't really care. I'm just paranoid. At times, did I place it properly? Even if it lined up, my phone's on silent, somebody called me, it vibrates, it gets off the charging pad, then what? You know, it's just, I haven't gotten used to it personally because I switch between a lot of phones and that's pretty much it. And I mean, we are moving to a point where maybe if technology, I don't know if I said this on AshAnswers already, if it's something like there's a certain area where you can put your phone in and it would get charged no matter what, instead of having to have contact with the pad. There are patents that are being registered. We've been hearing about rumors and developments on this front. So basically, put a wireless charger somewhere and you put the phone in a 2 feet radius or a 1 feet radius, and it would get charged. If something like that comes, maybe it would be helpful. That's when I see it picking up like globally.
How's your experience been with Amazon Music? Would you recommend it to or any other music service?
So I think, see, the problem is I don't understand Hindi, so I don't know what kind of whatever is there. And as far as the overall the amount of content on Amazon Music is, it isn't as vast as Google Play or even Apple Music. There are a lot of tracks I search for, I don't get it. Google Play is probably the best with regards to all the tracks being there, because end of the day, when you and me, we search for something on a streaming service, we can't find it, what do? We go onto YouTube and get the track. Google Play Music has that baked in. So you can just play a video from there. So even when that's Google's workaround where they don't have the license for the track, they still pull those illegal uploads and just play it. So, you know, a little underhanded, but then it's useful for us, the end consumer. But the problem for me with Google Play Music is the number of devices I can activate it on per year. Amazon doesn't have any of those restrictions. Apple Music has a better kind of restriction wherein I can deactivate a phone once in 3 months, and I can have up to 10 phones. So I don't go past that number. So I still pay for Apple Music, but these days I'm absolutely not using it because what I'm mostly using it for is for my commute from work to home. Right now my home is like 11-12 kilometers away. We are still this is the old office. So when I'm driving here or driving back, those 45, 1.5 hours, I just play whatever playlist is there. Either Tamil or English, whatever I feel like listening to, just play the playlist. And it's like an okay-ish list. But I can't really, if there's a track I have in mind, I don't even bother searching for it on Amazon Music because more often than not, I know it's not going to be there. I just jump to YouTube. So I wouldn't, if you are really into streaming music, I wouldn't suggest you cut your current, whatever it is that you're using, Savan or Apple Music or Google Play Music or whatever, and jump to Amazon Music. But if you already have a Prime membership, try using Amazon Music. And if it works, you can stop paying for the other subscription.
If Google does launch a mid-range phone in India, which the rumors say they will it mark the end of OnePlus considering their USB-based fluid software, which is close to stock Android?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Google Home doesn't know how to help with that yet. Hey Google! Not responding. Anywho, coming back. I don't know, the mid-range thing is a little confusing now. Google does focus.
I'm not sure how to help with that.
I'm gonna turn it off.
Now, Google does tend to focus on what do you say, on the experience a lot more than the specs themselves. And Google's traditionally never sold a phone with dual SIMs, and dual SIMs are very important to India. But if it's going to be India focused, they probably might.
And by the way, the 8 Sirocco doesn't have
A dual SIM, yeah. That's another major negative for that. I mean, even Samsung understands that, right? Samsung brings dual SIM variants of their flagships to India. They didn't in the past, but then they do right now. But in the past, it was like they had their duos lineup of mid-range crap. But now they do understand that. So, okay, you need to go turn that off. I'm actively trying not to use the word Google. I'm just ranting because I didn't want to say Google. Okay, anyway, coming back, I don't think it would spell end for OnePlus. The only way Google can compete with OnePlus, if they wanted to, is to launch a phone with a flagship chip in the mid-range. If they do that, they would be kind of killing off their own flagship pixels. So I highly doubt that would happen. If a mid-range pixel did indeed exist, it would probably come with a 636 or a 660, 670 probably, not with a 845. So it wouldn't compete with a OnePlus. And again, coming back, OnePlus is not just offering stock Android. Oxygen OS is a little tweaked from stock Android, and the transitions cut and all that. It is noticeably faster, at least from a speed test perspective. We haven't had a pixel beat a OnePlus. I don't know. We've never had that happen. So OnePlus still has their USPs.
Mi Note 3 or Nokia 7 Plus, if back camera is my main priority. Please pick my question.
You have to answer this.
Go with Mi Note 3. For
Better camera?
Yeah, definitely. It's got the same cameras as the Mi 6.
Okay, yeah. It's the Mi 6 cameras, yes. Why am I thinking that we are 23 point some megapixels?
That's
the
Mi Note 2.
Mi Note 3 then. Mi Note 3 definitely has
22.56.
22.56 something. That is weird, but I'd go with the Mi Note 3 if it's available wherever you are.
Yeah.
Because that's got a much better camera.
Is there any point in buying the Nokia 8 Sirocco at 50k if the Galaxy S8 Plus is available at 44k on Paytm?
If you use only one SIM, oh my god.
Including cashback, I guess, but even then,
No, but
it
these
makes
days,
more sense.
Okay guys, Nokia fans are almost coming up to the level of Sony fans. Okay, I mean there was
I
this.
saw a lot of comments.
No, there was this selfie that I tweeted. Okay, Nokia haters are also coming up to the same point though. Nokia is like Nokia is like John Cena. And it was like, let's go Cena sucks. It's like even people are passionate about it either way. So basically I posted a selfie to Instagram, shot with the front camera of the Nokia 8 Sirocco. And people are like, man, it doesn't look good, blah. Okay, whoever hated it and whoever loved it were like, it's awesome, whatever. But the reality is it's not as good as the Pixel, but it wasn't bad. Edge direction was surprisingly good. I wouldn't rate it as the best selfie camera out there. At the same time, I'm not going to bash it. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay. But then there's such polarizing opinions on both sides. So anyway, we're going to get a bunch of hate for this. And here's the thing, right? Some of the funny stuff we read. The OnePlus 5T build quality is that Chinese company with that build, how can you compare it? That cameras are totally whatever. Okay, I don't want to use the language here. And you can't even compare that with the Benz of whatever. Nokia 8 Sirocco. I'm like, come on, seriously. Yes, the Sirocco looks nice, but that doesn't mean the OnePlus has a bad build, right? I mean, it isn't flashy, it doesn't have all that glass and reflectiveness, but it's not a bad build. The worst you can say is it's bland, it's iPhone 7-ish. That's the worst. If you're going to be harshest on OnePlus, that is what you can say. You can't really call it a bad build. And this is the kind of stuff we've been reading about. Anyway, buying the Sirocco at 50k when the S8 Plus is available at 44k, Sirocco is going to be faster than the S8 Plus. It's going to be snappier. I'm going to give it that. But the S8 Plus is going to eat it alive when it comes to camera.
Yeah.
There you go. I said it. Okay, and all those asking...
Sirocco will get more updates probably.
Sirocco will get better updates, definitely. But then again, the S8 Plus will give you two SIM cards. And micro SD.
Yeah.
Or micro SD rather. And again, you've got support for Samsung Pay, manual video mode, OLED goodness,
AMOLED.
That's what I said earlier. There's AMOLED. What else does Samsung have these days? Samsung Mall. But then yeah, so I would probably go the S8 Plus there.
Thoughts about ISPs in India? Thoughts about ISPs in India? Low reliability Thoughts about ISPs in India? Low reliability of internet. What's your internet plan?
I just surrendered one of my connections over here since we are moving to the new place. We currently have a U broadband connection over here. 150 megs, 700 gigs a month, $16.99 or $18.99. And in the new place, unfortunately, I'm using Airtel because that's the only thing available. It's Airtel exclusive. I have no other choices. And it's not really bad though, but it's 100 Mbps, again 700 gigs.
How about upload speeds?
1999, 100 Mbps.
Okay.
So it's not really bad, but if anything else was available, I'd take it because I know Airtel is offering that only because other ISPs exist. If others didn't, Airtel would probably again start billing me the same thing for like 13 Mbps, 13 gigs, FUP. Watch 4K videos, unrestricted, unlimited internet access. Terms and conditions apply. That's Airtel for you. So anyway, that's reliability wise, I don't really care. We haven't had a lot of downtime. Even with ACT and U broadband would have gone down in the last 3 years over here. It would have gone down like 30 times. At best, that's like 10 times a year, of which 9 times it would come back by itself in an hour. Within an hour.
Or they'll send someone over
that's the one time.
hour.
That's the one time. And of the 10 times where somebody had to come over, around 6 times they would fix it within like a couple of hours. The two times where
they'll
we
give
really,
proper ETA. That's what I like about them.
Okay. The 2 times where we really had bad experience with ACT and U is one during Varda, everything went down, and then floods. So can't really blame them because they all have overhead cables, whereas Airtel has underground. So yeah, Airtel did work at that point. Our neighbors were happy enough to loan us their connection, so I put a range extender right here behind the camera so that I could pull their Wi-Fi throughout my house. So that's how I was, like, I think that was during the floods, no, Varda.
Yes.
Yeah. Floods we didn't have electricity, Varda we did.
Which music service you guys are using?
Why do you keep picking the same
This
question?
is something that...
Okay, I'm using Amazon Music, and I told you how I arrived there from my PPA Music days to my Apple Music to now Amazon Music.
I'm more of an offline guy, but I use Savan from time to time.
Cool.
Amartya uses Ghana, I guess. That's what he said.
Okay.
And Shahrukh uses Savan too. Why are you not putting Pebble Time steel cards in AshAnswers? It's been a long time. Do you think Mediatek is underrated as the new Mediatek P60 performs better than Snapdragon 636?
We've just got the F7. Sundar's going to be testing it. And hopefully, if he doesn't break the phone, if he doesn't break the notch, we'll have a review for you. But you know how Mediatek and Sundar get along. You remember the K series. I don't think a Mediatek has ever survived Sundar's usage. Let's hope the Oppo F7 is the first Mediatek phone to survive Sundar.
Well, I was quite surprised by Oppo's decision to go with P60.
I thought you were quite surprised by my decision to give you the phone to review. But
that too. Will C4 eTech ever cover laptops? Will Sundar get to show the emojis on his MacBook Pro's touch bar? #JagLife. Please make Harris part of AshAnswers. It's entertaining to see you guys taunt each other.
College Harish. Now Sundar is gonna deny the fact that he has a MacBook. Let's wait for it. Okay, cue the denial. Let's go. Deny it.
Of course, I'm gonna have to say that. I don't have a MacBook.
Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, I don't think he's gonna let you see the emoji bar anytime. He doesn't let us see his photos as well. His entire Japan trip, we really wanted to see a picture. I'm still arguing with him for the picture. He has a beautiful picture of him wearing an awesome kimono. Okay, we did Photoshop it for you guys in the past, but wouldn't you all want to see the original image? Okay, we've been behind him. He actually shut me in the... I actually shut him in the room once and tried to take it, but he managed to delete it somehow. So, say, It's been months and months. So I highly doubt he's gonna let you see anything in his MacBook. Anyway, coming back, that's Jag life for you.
MacBook.
No MacBook. Okay, you wanna deny for more time, or can we just move on? Are you done denying?
I admit we have a Jag. I admit I have an iPod and an iPad that I got from my dad. Then why would I deny?
From where?
Japan.
What else did you do in Japan? What pictures did you take? Can you show them a picture? If you care about them. If you care about the viewers, for them, can you show the picture?
Maybe in future.
This is what I've been getting for months. I've been waiting for this longer than you guys waited for the VR headset video.
That's true.
Finally, he admits to something.
Yeah.
Anyway, laptops, we've got one awesome laptop video on the way.
This is
EV we did.
Yeah.
That's not really a laptop, it's a hybrid. But we've got a gaming laptop video on the way. It's about something like, you guys keep asking about the Xiaomi laptops, right? Xiaomi has, as of now, Xiaomi's shown no interest in launching laptops in India. So recently there was a Mi gaming laptop that they launched. For information on that, here's a card to that video. Do check it out. Now, usually when Xiaomi launches something, you don't have something similar in the Indian market. But turns out, when we were doing our research, we stumbled across one laptop which was kinda like spec for spec on par with what Xiaomi was launching. And Xiaomi launched it at 62. This was like a few $1,000 higher. But then whenever Xiaomi imports something like this to India, like when you look at the Mi TV4, the box is still there. Always believe, okay, College Harish did turn that around, so I'm not reading that right now. But then even the Mi TV4A is like 40% price higher than in China. So this is like a 10% hike. So I wanted to do a video of that laptop. I'm not going to be talking about the laptop. You guys can guess which one I'm talking about. But we've got the laptop. We are testing it. We will have a video for you next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. This is not like Sundar asking you to wait. This is like a really, I want to do it next week. Worst case, the week after.
Are you doing anything special for the 100th episode of AshAnswers?
We are trying to make sure that we shoot it from the new place. Trying to. We are at what episode number?
96.
96.
I guess we would be, we thought we'd be there by like 96 or 97.
We thought we'd be there by 90.
Okay.
I thought at least, unofficially.
That was last year.
What?
Last year we thought we'd
be here by 90, yeah. But now it's, and when people first started saying, hopefully you get there by 100, I was like, we'll go there before that. And now I'm like, oh my god, can we be there by at least 100? So, let's see.
Isn't Android One something targeted towards mid-range and budget phones? Then why does it come with Nokia 8, which is a flagship?
I asked the same question, and Nokia fans bash me. So, dude, I feel sorry for you. Nokia fans, hit him.
Yeah, I feel it's alright as long as it gets fast.
I know, it has more to do with Google not clarifying what Android One is.
Yeah.
Right, Android One was supposed to be for the lowest end, which basically what they are calling Android Go today was supposed to be Android One. That is, and the updates were coming directly from Google. With the Mi A1, it's not coming from Google. So what is it? It's basically, then why can't you call every Moto phone Android One? That's again stock, right? With Moto gestures, yes, I don't disagree, but it's basically stock Android is all. So Nokia was stock Android to begin with. So what's Android One over here? Who's giving the updates? There's no clarity from Google, which is why we are saying a 50,000 rupee Android One phone. And they started off the Android One program by launching phones at around 7,000 rupees.
Can we see under-display fingerprint scanners in mid-range phones in the near future?
In the future, yes. Once it becomes commonplace, you'd
flagships at least.
You'd probably see a Micromax with an under the display fingerprint scanner.
Not that.
Wouldn't you?
Care about it.
Wouldn't you? Do you want us to do a video on the first Micromax phone with an under the display fingerprint scanner? Please don't ask us to. I don't know why I said that. I take it back.
What are your views for the recent leaks of Mi A2 or Mi A1 2018? Would you be happy if it ships with Snapdragon 626 SoC?
60,000? 60,000 something?
60,000 what?
You asked me what are your views for the Mi A1 2018, Mi A2, so I was just saying the view count on the video.
It's actually more than 100,000.
Okay, 100,000 something. Yeah. That's it, done. Next one.
No.
626, yeah, those were the latest leaks. That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm kind of getting annoyed with Xiaomi jumping to new iterations of phones without really updating the hardware. Okay, Note 4 to Note 5, given what they did in China, okay, let's let this one go. But then they can't do, I mean, they did that on a Redmi, now they're doing it on me. It's just weird. If that happens, at least a 630. Basic 630.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to bring a difference between the Redmi series and this one.
How? Redmi is on 625, 636.
636.
So this basically means we have a Redmi Note that's much more powerful than a Mi 6X. When have we had a Redmi that's more powerful? I mean, we have had a Redmi that's more powerful in the form of the... No, the Redmi Note 3 Snapdragon 650, 625, 650 was more powerful, but... Or the 652 on the Redmi... No, that was Mi Max, that wasn't Redmi. But yeah. And those are all the questions that Sundar picked. Just around 20 questions this week because Sundar says he's just too tired and he needs to go back to jaggy things and using his MacBook. And wait. Okay, this guy gets credit. Omkar Savant. Dude, you get credit for the MacBook bit that you're going to be seeing on future episodes of AshAnswers. So, thanks, buddy. So yeah, Sundar's gotta go play with his MacBook Pro's touch bar and jag. I don't know. So guys, well, okay, here's a poll for you. When do you think Sundar would come out with the Oppo F7 review? Do you think it would happen in Q2 2018? Or do you think it's gonna happen in H2 2018? Or do you think it would happen by April 2019? Let us know via this poll.
Is this really needed?
I don't know. People want a poll. When was the last time we had a poll on AshAnswers?
AshAnswers, no.
I don't ever remember there being a poll on AshAnswers. Oh yeah, giveaway. I am so sorry. Here are the two winners of the both giveaways.
One's for the
Redmi Note 5 Pro and the Mi TV 32-inch 4A. So we don't have any current giveaways running right now. So we will come up with something. What do you think we should give away next? And please don't say Nokia, it's Sirocco. Something that I can afford. He makes more than me. So get me something that I can afford to give away, something under 25k. What do you guys want to see? Let me know in the comments below and we'll try to make that happen. OnePlus 6. That's not going to come under 25.
Nokia 6 2018.
Nobody really cared about it. Here's a card to the video we did. You didn't watch it. If you watched it, we'd have given that away. Yeah. So we blame it on you. So anyway, guys, should we talk to them about that?
No.
What?
The meetup?
The meetup, that we'd already be at the meetup. Yeah. So, no. The other idea I had.
Turn around, we'll be there.
The other idea. Should we get people's inputs on that? The one.
Okay.
Should we?
Should we?
Should we?
You're supposed to make the call.
I'm asking you, what are your thoughts? Should we ask people?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, because...
I mean, they're gonna love it anyway, so let's just go ahead. Let's probably make it a surprise.
Okay, it's gonna be a surprise, so we're not gonna be talking about it, so Sundar doesn't want to. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. It's time for me to bid you adieu. And thanks a lot for watching. If you hated this video, you know what to do. Not this, actually go to Sundar's profile. His... Twitter handle, and you can bash him. He discriminates, he tries to jag, yada. But if you did like this video, go ahead, follow me at C4EAsh. I don't care if you follow C4ETech. Okay, I actually do. You can follow anything. Thanks a lot for watching. Give this video a big, huge freaking thumbs up. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And if you've already subscribed, hit that bell icon to make sure that you get it. You know what I'm gonna say. Just click that damn bell.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, I do the do it bit only on AshAnswers. Do I do that for the other 7-8 videos we do in the week on AshAnswers? Come on, go ahead, hit that bell. Take a screenshot, tweet it out to me.
Yeah.
Here's the sad part, right? People go ahead, say first and send me a screenshot and then the bell is not rung. I'm like, dude, you can take a screenshot and tweet it out to me saying first, but you can't hit that freaking bell. Why? Hit that bell icon. And do your whatever. Shake
This
your
year
head.
is
roll
Sundar along with my co-host Ash leaving for the moment.
What? You need to warn me. You're going left first or right first?
Right first.
How about you do left first?
All right.
Okay. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do left first. Leaving for the moment. Have a nice day. Goodbye and good night.